Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG, and we're back again with more secret layers. Because why wouldn't you just keep reprinting cards and sell them on the single market instead of just making boxes of cards that are actually worth a damn and playing? That's a good question for Wizards of the Coast. So, with all that said, we're going to go over a butt ton of secret layers. Actually, just three of them, but they got tons of cards in them. And I'm not going to lie, they might almost be worth the money. So, let's get started. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscriber target as we press on. So, let's get into it. First off, we have the big non-foil bundle. So, I've previewed most of these cards earlier in my other videos, but apparently now there is a big non-foil bundle where you can get a large chunk of these cards for 168 instead of 209, almost like they're trying to make money. Nothing to do with the fact that the prices, their stock prices in the shitter, along with their profit margins. Anyway, moving on. So what cards are these for 168 non-foil? These right here. It's the two Junzi in English and Japanese set, in English and Japanese Yujai. If looks could kill, the Space Beyond the Stars, and the Weirdest Pets in the Multiverse. Check out my other videos to see all of them. You can see the original prices here were 29 a piece. They've all been down to 24.14, so you save 40 bucks if you will buy all of them for 168. Again, almost like they're trying to make money, like, because profits are down or something. Anyway, next we have the foil version of this. Foil version is called the Big Foil Bundle. Da-dum-dum. So it's only $258.99. It's pretty much the same cards. You have the two tunes of the Yuji, If Looks Could Kill, Spaces Beyond, Foil Edition, Weirdest Pets, and you also get the totally Space Out Galaxy Foil Edition, so you get a couple extra. So these, instead of being 49 and 39, they are basically dropped down. I don't know what percentage this is, but basically you get $8.77 off, whatever that means. Anyway, so yeah, so there's that. If that's something you're really interested in. So there you go. Again, almost like they're trying to make money for some reason. I don't mean like make money because they're a business. I mean like make money like, oh damn, our profits are down. Sorry. Too soon? All right, guys. Now let's talk about the big thing, which is the Magic 30 Anniversary Countdown Kit for Secret Lair. This is a secret lair. Now, by the time you guys see this, this is going to be 6 days and probably 12 hours, maybe 6 days and less before it starts. But for 150, you're going to get 30 cards. So you're already off to a dang good start just on pure card value. Now, of course, because of that, I'm sure you all know that some of these cards are probably not going to be worth any money. I haven't looked at all of them. Just call it a hunch because at 149.99 divided by 30 cards, that comes down to $5 a card. Now, with that said, um, this may be worth $5 a card because it looks like there's some pretty cool stuff in here. They've already had other secret layers. So, what does it mean to have the 30th anniversary countdown edition? Well, pretty simple. Every year of Magic for the last 30 years, they made a card which is basically an iconic card from that era in some way, shape, or form to kind of encapsulate what that era was about. And because obviously 30 years, you get one a year. So let's start it off. So we've got 30 cards to go through. Let's hit it. So we're going to start with the current year, year 30. We have Nashi the Moon Sage Scion. As you guys know, this is new Kamigawa Neon Dynasty reprint. Not really digging the art. The card's not worth a whole lot. It's not even worth $5. Um, but hey, it's a newer card. I mean, if I was being honest, this should be um, the Wandering Emperor or something like. I don't know, Boseiju. Like, come on, they could have done better than this. This is just silly. All right, so next we count it down backwards. We have Elite Spellbinder. Now, this one was an actual pretty good standard card at the time. Um, white and 2 for a 3/1 flying. In previous standard, this was a pretty hot commodity. Um, so, yeah. Next, we have 3 years back Shark Typhoon, also known as Sharknado. Anyway, I love this card. I hope people will buy this because I would easily pay $5 for this. This, I love the design on this card. I like how it looks like a VHS cassette tape because it's supposed to be a cheesy old horror movie like Sharknado. Um, I love everything about this card and how it's made. For the love of God, do more stuff like this. I can't get enough of it. So I'm gonna have to drop $20 just on this because I want to play set of 4 because this thing's just hilarious. Just God, I love it. Good call, Wizards. Good call. All right, next we go 4 years back. Emery, Lurker of the Lock reprint. So 2 blue and 2, 1/2. Obviously, your spells cost 1 less to cast for each artifact you control, or this spell does. Enters the battlefield, you mill 4 cards, choose an artifact in the graveyard. So all you guys know is you put baubles in play with this thing to draw free cards every turn, yada yada yada. Cast it for 1 blue. Big hitter in modern. It was very powerful. However, this is oh, it looks like a bad wax candle. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm not digging this art. Um, I mean, I get the whole sword in the stone kind of vibe, but come on, guys, we could have done better than this. Honestly, we could have done better than this. But it is worth $5, so eh. Next, we go back Arc Light Phoenix. Now, this is another one I might pick up if they're $5 a piece. 4 of because this art to me is sexy. Oh, this is a beautiful looking card. The card is running around a little more than $5 right now, I think. And this was a mainstay in mini decks, not just in standard, but in big splash and modern at the time as well. So good choice here. All right, go back one more year. Nico Bolas, the God Pharaoh, back from Amonkhet. So this is not the best card in the world. Costs too much. However, I do dig the picture, so yeah, I paid $5 for it. But eh, the grand scheme of things, I think we could have done something better here. I know Nicol Bolas was the big baddie, but like he didn't actually probably Liliana. I think would have been a little better. But moving on. Next, we have another year back. We have Thalia, the Heretic Cathar. So this is when we had the reprint for um, Sweet Lord in Heaven, Innistrad. Innistrad? Yeah, Innistrad. A white and 2 this time for a 3/2. At first strike, creatures and non-basic lands your opponent's control in the battlefield tap. This got real big in modern and in standard for a while. Great rate, great effects, pretty good card, decent pick. Art's okay, not my fave, but hey, we'll go back another year. Dragon Lord Ojutai. So if you don't remember this from Dragons and Cons era, this thing was busted. Blue, white, and 3 for a 5/4. Has hexproof, long as it's untapped. It deals combat damage. You get to look at the top 3 of your cards, put one of them in your hand, the rest on the bomb. Basically, it's an impulse every time you slap somebody in the face with it. This thing was nuts, especially with cards that made it untapped, so it has hexproof. Powerhouse back in the day for blue-white control. All right, we go back another year. Good old Siege Rhino. Yep, man, 4/5 with trample. Each opponent loses 3 life. You gain 3 life. This was a powerhouse. I remember this back in the Albzan days. Man, oh man, that brings back some memories. Mm-mm. However, I don't remember the Rhino being pink and infected. But anyway, moving on. Not a picture I like. Next, we have Elspeth, Sun's Champion. So this is a reprint again from a previous Secret Lair. If you guys haven't noticed, most of these are cards from other Secret Lairs. So they're just pretty much firing the printers back up again, or they made too much the first time. Anyway, point being, this is an old border frame, pretty cool. This is the old Elspeth where you can make 3 knights. Very powerful card. Matter of fact, this was really big when I hit the Pro Tour back in the day. But yeah, It was a thing. Next, moving on, we have Deathrite Shaman. That's right. The 1 mana 1/2 planeswalker without the ability to be a planeswalker that did everything. It sliced, it diced, it made Julian fries. Big impact in modern, legacy, standard, to the point where it got banned in almost every format. Oh, yeah, pretty much every format. It just card is just disgustingly powerful. But definitely a moniker of the time. Next we have Birthing Pod. Um, so good old Birthing Pod back in its day before it was banned. Was a powerhouse in modern, so good choice. As we keep rolling it back, we have Sun Titan from back in the day when 6 mana cards were all the rage. 6/6 Vigi, stuff from the graveyard goes into play, is permanent 3 or less. That includes land. Very, very big powerhouse card. Not too shabby. Should have been Primeval Titan, but whatever. Bloodbraid Elf. So yeah, Haste, Cascade, Powerhouse, and Jund. Was an amazing card when it came out. Still an amazing card today. Next we have Heritage Druid. That's right. Back when elves were the bee's knees. Bee's knees. Anyway, so all your elves can tap to make. You tap 3 untapped elves, get 3 green mana. This is back when you had elves that untapped themselves when you cast green spells and all kinds of stuff. Great powerhouse, great card, good pick. Next we have Ponder. Yep, the powerhouse banned in many formats. Look at the top 3 cards, put them back. You can shuffle if you want, or just draw. It's a sweet card, although I'm not digging this art. Too psychedelic, sorry. Bogarden Hellkite. So this thing, 2 red and 6 for a 5/5. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage by any way you choose by any number of targets. If you can believe this thing used to be something special for 8 mana in ramp decks. Yeah, not the picture's kind of cool, but not my thing, and it's not a card I play, so Next we have good old Lightning Helix. This is a mainstay in Modern for a very long time, even today. Deals 3 damage, you gain 3 life for a white and a red. Awful art, don't like it. We've had plenty of other art that's been sexy. This is not that, and I'm not happy about it. Moving on. Next we have Glimpse of Nature. So for 1 green, whenever you cast a creature spell this turn, you get to draw a card. The good old elf card, where on turn 3, you lay this, start casting Heritage Druids, and go ham. This is a very pricey card. Pretty sure it's around 20 bucks, if not more. And I'm not going to lie, I'm digging this Japanese style art. Definitely would think about picking some of these up. This is sexy. And no, I'm not in the men. Anyway, moving on. Next, as we keep rolling the time back, Chrome Mox. So this is probably worth half of what this whole set is worth. So this alone makes the set worth buying, I think. Imprint comes to battlefield. You exile a non-artifact, non-land card from your hand. Get 1 mana of any of the exiled card's colors. So if you exile a 5-color card, tada, you have 1 mana of any color. And bump. Anyway, Powerhouse. The art could have been done better, but I don't think it's bad. But the fact that it's in the secret lair, woo, sexy. Next we have Genesis. The good old 1 green, 4 colors for a 4/4 at the beginning of your upkeep. If it's in your graveyard, you may pay 3. If you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So this powerhouse back in the day would purposely be put in the graveyard just so for 3 mana you just pick stuff up out of your graveyard constantly. Like you didn't want this thing on the battlefield because if it's not in your graveyard, you don't get stuff back. Yeah, anyway. Still a powerful card. Doesn't see a lot of action nowadays, so probably not worth a whole lot. But I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments. Wild Mongrel. Yep, this is back from the day. I'm thinking of Apocalypse. Green and 1 for a 2/2. You can just discard cards, make it +1/+1 and bigger till the end of turn, and change its color for whatever the hell that means. And this is definitely how this card should be portrayed because, yeah, this thing's definitely high as a kite. Anyway, moving on. Next we have Live Civi Defiant Hero. I don't ever remember this thing being played. I do remember Rebels, and maybe this was the biggest thing in Rebels, but this was the one thing that didn't really hurt me so much. Okay, I remember it now. I remember the graveyard thing, and you tap it, okay. But still, this was only good in standard, and once it rotated out, Rebels was not a thing because modern is just too deadly for these guys to survive. But cool card. Don't like the art. Next we have Squee the Goblin Naboo. Uh, I want to say I like this art, but it looks very childish, as in Squee is a child. But that's kind of cool if you think about the whole, you know, he was younger technically when this happened, when he first found his toy. So I can kind of get that. However, this card is, the more I look at it, it's so creepy. Oh, God, it's so creepy. Moving on. Anyway, next we have Smokestack. 4 colorless. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a suit counter on Smokestack, and at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a permanent for each soot counter on Smokestack. You know, back in the good old days when people weren't allowed to play with their cards. Ever. Smokestack, Stasis, Winter Orb, Icy Manipulator. You know, Ponza, back in the day. So, not excited to see this get reprinted. But, the picture's kind of cool. I like the eyeball thing. Eh. Moving on. Next, we have Trade Wind Rider. This picture is awful. If you don't remember what this was, it was a 1/4. You played with a lot of elves. You would tap a lot of stuff. You had tap 2 untap creatures you control. And this one to return a permanent to owner's hand. You basically could put them in a lock. It was a very good deck back in the day. I remember playing against it and hating it. I don't know what they were trying to draw with this, but it is not anything worthwhile. Not digging it. Don't like it. Moving on. Next, we have Limduel's Vault. Boy, this takes me back to Ice Age. Black and blue. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. As many times as you choose. Pay 1 life. Put those cards on the bottom of your library in any order. Then look at the next top 5 cards. Look, then shuffle and put the last cards you looked at this way on the top in any order. So much text. So confusing. I do like the fact that it looks like Rick and Morty because this is exactly how this card plays. Matter of fact, most cards from Ice Age played like Rick and Morty. But anyway, as we roll back some more past Ice Age, in Ice Age we also find Necropotence. I like the style here. I don't like the art per se. I like the enchantment, the thing, and the words and across the top. But I don't know. I got mixed feelings, I guess. I'm not really digging it because it's just me, but it's not bad either. I don't know. I have mixed emotions. I need a therapist. Moving on. Next we have Mishra's Factory. Back in the day. Why does it look like Candyland? What the hell? Alright, so yeah, Mishra Factory, add a Cuddlist. For 1, it becomes a worker. For tapping it, another worker gets +1/+1. I don't like this art. Could we not just reprint better old Mishra Factory art? Summer, winter variants, yada, yada, yada. Not Candyland, whatever, Cookie Candy Crush, whatever crap this is. Anyway, moving on. Not a powerhouse anymore. It's only like a 50-cent card. Shivan Dragon, the OG. 2 red, 4 colors for a 5/5 flyer that pumps for 1 red and doesn't die. It is a powerhouse from the base set, and this picture does not do it justice. I am so mad. This does not look like a Shivan Dragon. It looks like a Meth Dragon. No, I don't know what a Meth Dragon would look like, but I'm from Indiana, and I'm pretty sure I can imagine it looking like this. Maybe skinnier. But anyway, decent reprint, awful art. God, Wizards, you're killing me. So, with all that said, that is a wrap up for the 1-year countdown from current year backwards through every year for what they believe is one of the most popular cards that symbolizes that year on the MTG 30 kit bundle countdown, or whatever the hell that thing was called. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. Tell me down below, do you think it's worth the money? I mean, I'd basically be buying this for a Sharknado and a Chrome Mox. Not lying. The rest of it would just be extra. Um, so I'm probably going to see how much the singles are and just buy a Sharknado. Shark Typhoon, not Sharknado. Dum-dum. Anyway, don't forget, guys, Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. The comments down below is going to feed the YouTube algorithm. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Please sub up. A little click for you means a lot for me and the channel. If you've done everything you can, I want to say thank you for everybody who's already subbed. If you have subbed or haven't, check out the links in the description to the eBay store, Patreon for monthly subscription and swag to help support the channel, plus my emails in there. And don't forget, Magic 30 is coming up this weekend. I'll be there. I hope you'll be there. Tickets are sold out, so if you're trying to go last minute, not happening. But if you are going and you see me there, even though you don't know what I look like, if you yell, "Hey, Captain," and I turn around, maybe I get a picture with you or something. Or maybe I'll just ignore you because I'll just assume nobody knows what I look like. Anyway, point being, guys, thanks a lot for watching. And as always, until next time, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you across from the game table, hopefully at Magic 30.